Oh, and there's the first chassis. Kind of wondering why it's orange. That doesn't match colours. What the heck have you done to the plastic? Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on Little Big Workshop, and welcome back to our never-ending break room menace. It's, yeah, I don't know. I kind of have a feeling that this will keep going forever and always, but, you know, let's see how we'll be doing in the future here when, you know, we will actually be expanding this stuff upwards and maybe have some more break room usage on these new rooms out there. That said, not really much to do right now, only really mostly waiting for this, is it like the third expansion of this break room by now to finish? We do have these skis finished, so that's great, you know, that's another contract finished. That means we can take a new one in a second here, hopefully. And yeah, I mean, let's check out what we have. It does look like it's mostly on this Wikia. We've got the barrel bot right here, but as you all may remember, we still don't have the equipment for testing those. Which, that said, I mean, we could kind of get the equipment, but that would kind of mean that we would have to redesign this room for, like, an input zone for that thing. Whoopsie. Not quite sure. I'm also not quite sure how many of these testing stations we would actually need. That's kind of a good question. I would think that you would need like 2 easily, but you know, maybe we could get away with only 1 and then moving these things around a bit or something, having the input zone right here. I'm really not quite sure, but the thing is that one way or another, the space is a little low out there, right? It would slow people down, so I don't quite know, I don't quite like it, and I don't really see an alternative to placing this at the moment, so really unsure, I'll have to say. Like, we could maybe expand this thing outwards and have the final testing up here, and then people carry it back down there. I suppose that's an option, but I'm still not 100% sold on that, so let's just skip the barrel bot for the time being. No other contracts, unfortunately, that we can do at the moment, so I would like to actually do something advanced again, just so we have another free contract out here. We also need to buy stuff here in a second. I would really like to get this F1 minicar. The price is falling, the demand is falling, so that is not too great. But I would like to get one going if we can, and holy moly, is that thing advanced. Let's check it out, I think. Let's try. So we've got a target of only 2 comfort. How does comfort even matter for a race car anyways? I don't know. Durability must be at least 81. Our style is already in the necessary boundaries. And then we've got utility, which must be 77, so that needs to be rather high. These two don't really seem to differ, so let's just pick the wheel rim so we can do the advanced casting up here. This thing is already preset, it seems. Yeah, so this is all about the wheels pretty much. This is all about the wheels as well, so let's just do the same thing all over right there again. And well, for the time being, we'll pick the cheap mats and then we'll see how well we actually get along. Then we've got the chassis. For the chassis, there's even like the slim body single seater that you, I mean, it's not like proper F1 style, but you know, it's sort of what you would somewhat be used to, I suppose. And as we are already in the whole style realm anyways that we need, and honestly I think this looks more stylish than that one, so I'm not sure why the style is higher on that one. But yeah, you can see the utility is higher in this one, so we will definitely pick that. That looks so much better, I think. Honestly, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. For the time being, gonna go for this. Well, I think we're actually gonna just keep going for this. I mean, unless, you know, we want a different color, which, you know, yellow actually looks kind of cool as well. Yeah, let's do a yellow one. Why not? I think we've done a lot of red stuff so far, so we can change that for once. And well, that looks cool. That's good. And we'll still need a bunch more durability, still need a bunch more utility, still got a few more things to configure. The comfort, as you all may remember, is pretty is pretty much whatever, but this thing does seem to have overall lower stats than that one, as this one is sewn and this one is just like plastic pretty much. So obviously a bit more comfortable, but you also apparently get more durability out of it, more utility. So we're going to pick that. So okay, so yeah, it does need a plastic mold anyways, I suppose, which does make sense. We are gonna make it yellow, I think, just to actually, wait, that does not make, yeah, right, okay, so it is yellow, and then you define the color of the fabric, and then it's obviously the color of the fabric. I am pretty sure I'm gonna keep it white. I think that fits in best, especially with that white stripe on there. I'm pretty happy with that. Then this seems to be exhaust assembly, I think. We've got two different options right here. We've got this one, which has a very, very high durability and utility, apparently. So we are going to pick that, I think. Probably going to be a bit more expensive for us as well. I'm not quite sure. And then we've actually got different options here again. We're still not within the durability target, so I'm just going to pick the one with higher durability. Then we're going to go with the cheap metal, of course, as always. And then out here we can pick this stuff as well for the higher durability. And we will be going with the cheaper metal once more. Here doesn't really seem to matter. This one allows me to get the advanced foundry going, so I'll just pick that instead. I think it's a bit cheaper as well, which is an interesting question. So this would be 204. If we would change it to this, no, it's 204 as well. Okay, so that does not make any difference at all. It seems to be more about, which foundry do we want to use, and as we don't seem to have that many tasks entailing the advanced foundries so far, I think that's a good opportunity to actually get some more usage out of those. Okay, then we've got these things down here. We've got like some durability options again. I'm going to go for the higher one again, and for the cheaper metals, same thing out here. And then we've got, what is this even? Is that the racing wheel? It feels like it is. Okay. So racing wheel, same durability for both. We don't care about utility, so it would only be price optimization for me. So this one we would be at 288. And this one we would be at 288. Ha. Okay. In that case, let's make it yellow to match the chassis, and I'm just going to stick with that one. I think that looks a bit better. Does seem we're within the durability target as well now, so we can pick here whatever is cheaper probably. That's probably the only difference here. So this one would be 342 and this one would be 324. Okay, so we're going to pick that one in that case, and that should be everything assigned. And holy moly, it's a good bunch of profit for one car, is it? I mean, it's also a hugely complex production process, and it's probably going to take ages, but I kind of like it, I'll have to admit. Yeah, let me connect everything up. I think I really want to give this a try, and we can hopefully have some fun building our first F1 minicar. That said, I think this assignment is probably going to take me ages, and there's nothing really interesting about assignments, so I'll be back with you when I've got all this stuff assigned. Alright, back I am. It's actually kinda, jeez, it's taken a few years. It feels like the plan is already that big that it actually, like, the game seems to start lagging when I actually do the individual connections, so that takes me even a second longer. It's kinda mad, but everything's assigned. I am really happy. I think I'm going to do 5 for a start, especially given that price and demand curve going very far down. I don't think we should, like, put too much effort into this. We're just going to start with 5, we're going to batch it, and we are going to execute. And, well, I mean, production is kind of full, right? And I am actually not 100% sure. I've just been looking at this space out here, and it's kind of incredible to say, but I am somewhat feeling that our assembly speed is lacking a bit. It's kind of mad, given that we've got 4 tables out there. But there's a lot of stuff out here to be assembled, and a lot more down here. And, maybe we'll even find some... See, we even have some parts still in between, so... There's a lot of things waiting for assembly right now. And while I does seem everybody's kind of working away at things. I'm actually not sure we can actually cover our needs fully with 4 assembly tables, which is mad, because that's a whole lot. And the issue being here, I wouldn't quite know where to expand this out to, because we don't have any more space to cram another assembly table into here, so we would need a whole new assembly area if we really would want to make that happen. But thinking about that, maybe that does make sense to get something like that going for the future, because obviously now with the very advanced products, we sometimes have like 5, 6, 7 different assembly processes where just parts get stitched together. So maybe we can have like a pre-assembly for the more well, for the first steps, and then like a secondary assembly for, which is this one obviously, because it's right here where the export storage is for the final steps. I'm kind of considering that, to be honest. I think that would make a good bunch of sense. So something I want to keep in mind there, especially since it kind of feels like that may be what's blocking us with a few idle operators, because all these first production steps seem to be going rather smoothly. Like, there's no major stowbacks. Of course, you know, this woodworking facility is absolutely stacked with jobs, but they've got a lot of things done, you know, there's a lot of things waiting to be further processed. So, at the moment, not too worried about that. But what I am kind of worried about is that is just not catching up, and that kind of makes some operators and workstations idle. So, something to think about right there. That said, for the time being, why are my assigned workers back down to 3? I don't get it. It's always super weird, but that's fixed now. So, actually, I'm going to get it up to 8 this time, just because it's such a complex process that I feel we could probably use every single worker that we can get. In the meantime, while they are unloading their stuff, I am actually going to focus on the break room, though, here. And I'm going to go and get some break room, inventory, decorations, whatever you want to call it, to actually get some breakpoint region going out here. So with now the second expansion of this break room done, I'm pretty sure that we should be good and not need any further space. I'm at least rather hopeful. I am going to try and somewhat leave some space open to put doors in, like right here and here, and maybe even here, so we can potentially expand this thing out in the future. So I'm kind of going to try and keep things in the corners where possible, and well, then we're going to be happy with that. Now, this is kind of not in the best spot, I feel, so that's going to go into the corner. And what else are we missing? It feels like television, and that's it. Let's get a television right here. I'm kind of thinking that should be enough space. If not, we can move it later on. Hello. Oh, you're unhappy. How are you unhappy? There's like decoration in there already. Come on. Huh. Weird. Well, we've got this. Oh, right. The benches. I forgot about the break tables. Ha ha ha. How are we going to... I think maybe we're going to block this off then. Because honestly, do we need a door down there? I mean, it's not too unlikely, is it? They can move through these areas, though, in which are like kind of ruled, I think. So, I think I'm just gonna plunk one down of these, and then just gonna be happy with it, hopefully. So, let's do that. That should be a bunch of breakpoint regeneration covered for the time being, and is that... which one is that? Oh yeah, perfect. So we do apparently already have all the mats for the minicar in here, which does make sense, you know, shouldn't be too much stuff. Oh, and there's the first chassis. Kind of wondering why it's orange. That doesn't match colors. What the heck have you done to the plastic? I am slightly confused. But okay. You know, that's what it is, I suppose. I'm just going to go through and get some repair jobs scheduled again, though, because I think... they lost a package again, apparently, but yeah. I don't know, I'm getting kind of paranoid with this whole maintenance thing, because there's so much stuff in this factory, and I can't see it all at once. I would probably not even notice if things start hissing away at me. What's happened here? I don't know. But yeah, so... I'm just rather gonna repair things a bit early than repair things a bit late here. Cool. That said, that breakpoint regeneration should shoot up like no tomorrow. Oh my god, are you for real? Okay, can we move that for a second, please, so people can actually assemble the other one? Why would you put the package there and leave? I don't get it. It just doesn't make any sense. Why do people keep doing weird and unnecessary stuff like that? Okay, that works. Now, those breakpoints are going back up. I hope no more collapsing workers now. Like, seriously, I've punched so much money into this. This should be good, and we apparently do have a new challenge, which is going to be some more skis from Bros and Biceps. And, well, while we are using all our workers somewhat, seemingly, I feel that may be the opportunity to actually see if we can get a 6th contract. Wait. So let's check out. Yeah, we do have the plan. Let's just execute. Oh, okay, so we can get more than 5 contracts, so that's great. Because I feel we'll have to get more than 5 in the future. So, gonna just prioritize that just to make sure that it's gonna be done in time. And then let's actually check with the workers here real quick if some of them have leveled, and it does indeed look like they have. So, I'm looking to advance some of these. So, I want 1 assembly specialist now. I'm gonna get 1 more wood. I'm gonna get 1 more plastic because I haven't gotten many in a bit of a while. I'm going to get 1 more metal specialist, and let's just check how many we have. So we've got 2 plastic specialists. I think that's honestly enough given how frequently we use plastic production at the moment. I'm really not too worried about that. Other than that, I've got a whole lot of logistics lads, so I don't think we need to employ any more right there. With 5 assembly dudes, we should be fine for the time being, given that we've got 4 tables. I think that should just serve to cover if one of them needs to have a break, pretty much. We've got 3... Oh, yeah, right, we can check it here. So we've got 7 woodworkers, and we've got 6 metal workers. I think that's kind of skewed a bit, so let me just for a start get another metal worker to make that even. And can you? No, you can't get upgrade just yet. So we're gonna wait for a bit for a few more to train. Then we're gonna get 1 more metal lad and 1 more woodworking lad, I feel, and then yeah, and then we should hopefully be good on worker training for a bit. Now let's fast forward this stuff for a quick second, you know, get some of these things made ASAP, hopefully. Jesus, like, this place is so stuffed. Like, this is what... Why is nobody assembling right now? Are we missing parts? Kind of looks like we are, but I'm not sure what it would be that we are missing. Oh... I kind of feel they have to get it from somewhere else now, because there's just no space in here for the final assembly. Oh, look at that. That is a bit of an issue. Should we increase the storage a bit instead? I would rather slow that 1 lad down instead of not having enough stuff. See, like, there's all that stuff getting stacked into there now. Wow. Yep. I do also feel that maybe we should then try and stash another shelf into there. I mean, it's kind of hard, right? Doesn't seem like we really are ever going to empty this properly, but I'm just going to expand this further, honestly. If that 1 person gets slowed down, that's very well worth it. If we at least don't have to have them move all over the factory to get parts every single time. But yeah, I'm not too happy with this room. It just seems a little small for what its purpose is now going to be. But I don't really have any way of expanding it out either, so... Ugh. It's kind of annoying. I'm like, maybe I could move this door down a bit. I think that may be an option. Moving the door down, moving the wall over. That way having the same export storage, but having another assembly table like right here or something, and like a bit more storage by pulling this out. And then, you know, eventually adopting the 2 assembly table concept that I was talking about earlier. I think that's what I want to do. Okay, so let's go and demolish that. Put a new door in right here, I suppose. Not quite sure yet. Let's get rid of the door first. Okay, so where would I want the new wall? How big is an assembly table? How much more space would I need for one? Is that 3? How many? Wait, so I see 3 spots. Okay, 4. So this door needs to move over by 4 squares, pretty much. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be where the new wall. No. So 2 meters, pretty much. Okay, so this is where the new wall has to be, pretty much. There. Is that it? Yup, that's where it is. And, you know, then we'll... I'll have a temporary door in here. Yup. And we will bulldoze that wall. And order that. Then we'll demolish that door, of course, and then we'll move that door over, and yeah. So yeah, a little bit of an expansion of the assembly space. I think that does make a bunch of sense. So yeah. Looking... Oh wait, he already... Did I already order to demolish that door? Apparently I did. Okay, cool. And I'm not sure about these decorations, whether we need them in there or we don't, or what's the deal there, but yeah. So we'll see about that in a second. For the time being, let's have that wall pulled up. Let's get the new door in, and then we will see about the rest. So, door. To over here, please. Order. Then you demolish this one, please. Thank you. Thank you. And then we will, of course, before you leave, need a new door in here to be able to deliver things out. Okay, good stuff. Alright, cool. So, I am now going to be moving this assembly. Oh, we may actually be able to stuff another 2 in here. Could be kind of good, to be honest. Maybe we should do that if we have the chance. No, it doesn't look like there's enough space for 2, to be honest. Kind of sad. Wait, am I even going to have the space? Yeah, I am. Wait, no, that looks like I'm going to... Am I going to block the door doing this? I wouldn't hope so. Let's just try. I guess what I could do would be something like this, right? But that would kinda leave me with not much more storage space for the final assembly, and I think that does make more sense to have the storage space. Our mood-wise, we're at 80 here, we're at 0 there, so we don't need the decorations over there. We don't really need them over here either, though, it doesn't seem. I think let's sell the standing fan, you know, just for that little bit of extra space. And this thing will... Oh... Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Can't get that to over there now. Perfect. So we're going to move that thing back for a second. Oh no, we can! Wait! I can't stop it anymore, can I? Ah, God. Okay. That's what it is. Gonna have to move it back. Then we need to connect up the new assembly table, and then we're going to increase storage by a bunch as well. So, that goes back there. We will linkaroo this thing as well. That leaves us with 5 assembly stations now. It's going to be awesome. Got a little bit of a success for that, I think, for connecting 5 or more stations to one of these billboards, I guess. And, oh, wait, we can deliver this. So, let's do that. What are you doing all the way out there? Lazy slacker. What are you doing? Seriously now. Okay. Great. That's a useful employee, of course. Well. So that's linked up. I am gonna expand this zone outwards to like here. And can we maybe slim it down to stop slowing people down? I would like to. So let's do that. Wait, pause. Pause. And what we're gonna do now... So I'm going to plunk down I'm going to plunk down a small shelf again, I feel. I'm not going to do it at the very edge, just in case I want to slim this down again. I'm just going to do it, like, right here instead. Just like that, right? So we can, you know, slim it down again a bit here if we need to. And there we go. And then we're going to kind of... And I think we will probably slim it down a bit right there, to be honest. Does seem a bit close, so let's do that. Let's do that. And that makes a bit more sense, I think. Just to, you know, not slow people down too much. I mean, looking at this... it doesn't really seem like that made a difference. I probably need to slim it down even one more out here to get things fixed. So, gonna have to think about that. Maybe with the extra shelf, we're gonna be able to slightly fix it. Skis are delivered though, so that's great. We did get a level up with bros and biceps, so that is perfect as well. And I would like to get rid of this slow mode thingy. Perfect, thanks. Now, all this stuff is kind of linked up. Shelf is also there. Yeah, so that's already for the wide drawers and stuff. So you can see just like this is instantly just filled up again. So it is kind of mad, like the space that we need out here. But yeah, no, we just don't have any more space left. Look at this. We could stash even more into here, but we just don't have any more space left. I'll need more shelves out here, I feel like, because the shelves are what kind of help us, right? He obviously loses a little space down out here, but you do get 3 layers of storage. So I think, does it even make a difference? I am kind of wondering right now. Wait a second. So if I have a small shelf, right? Does that make any difference at all? Because this thing is 3 high, right? So I've got lower layer, which would be lying right there anyways. I've got the middle layer, which would be lying right here. And I've got the top layer, which would be lying right here. So there's like no storage increase from this, is there? Can you all let me know down below in the comments? That would be very, very interesting indeed. I've got absolutely no clue. Maybe I'm just setting these things up wrong. Maybe I should be setting them up at the corner. So that, you know, these little areas where you can't put anything out here, which doesn't block anybody from putting things there, but people can still move through, and that way I can actually increase my storage. Would be very interesting to know. If you've got any clue of this, please make sure to let me know down below. But well, with that said, with all these bajillions of contracts and the first few of these chassis already being made, you know, things, you know, getting along nicely, except for the fact that we're at 35k now. I think it is time to end off the episode right here. So, I hope you guys all enjoy the progress that we made. I haven't had a single worker pass out this episode, which I am very, very happy about. So that's definitely a good bit of an advancement right there. And, you know, we've obviously got a huge assembly area now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that is going to help us out as well. But with that said, this is it for this episode. So as always, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always very much help out the channel. And if you're new around here, also definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below, as well as the bell icon right next to it to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. That said, as always, thank you all very much for watching. Have a great weekend, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.